Hello friends, welcome to TMX Adventures. It is Lisa here and I just need to spin you a little bit. There we go. We are making sweet potato gnocchi. Well, actually more so, my 14-year-old, he has made gluten-free, and I don't know how well I can show you, but sweet potato gnocchi, trying not to tip them all over the bench. He's used his own gluten-free flour blend that he's made of Cookidoo. And I'm so excited. They smell amazing. Now we're going to use the open lid mode. So ordinarily in this recipe, it tells you to put a saucepan on the stove, boil the water, and then put them in. But with the TM7, we don't need to do that anymore. So I love that. So I'm just going to look at my preparation steps, and I'm coming down here. So having a look at this recipe. So it's on Cookidoo. And so it says stew, he's made the sauce, cook the gnocchi in batches in boiling water until they rise to the surface 2 to 3 minutes, remove with a slotted spoon and transfer to the serving plates and pour over the sauce, the cheesy sauce, which is like a white sauce. So what I've done so far is I've actually gone to kettle mode. So on my TM7 and on a TM6, you have kettle mode, okay? I have brought this water to the boil, or pretty close. It's losing temperature as I speak. Okay, so with the kettle mode, you choose which temperature it goes to, and it just keeps going till it gets there. Once we're up to temperature, we're going to put these in, and we're then going to use open lid mode on the TM7. Now this is exclusive to the TM7, okay? You cannot do open lid mode on any other model Thermomix, just the TM7. So we're actually going to cook this off open lid mode, so there is no need to have a saucepan on the stovetop boiling away while you're trying to cook your gnocchi and multitask. So it says 89. So I actually think at that point in time, it's going to stop in a second, 100. So it's actually going to stop any second now, but I'm going to shortchange it just because I don't want to take up your time too much. I'm going to take the lid off. We're going to go, okay, we want open lid mode now, open cooking. Now it only takes 3 minutes. So I'm going to put on the 15, just make sure it is boiling before I add these in. Now you should be able to see the little bubbles in this top camera. Look at it boiling there. Now I'm going to bring my timer up because this is going to help me as well. Again, on the TM7, we've got this timer mode. And I'm going to just put a couple of these on my slotted spoon just because I'm terrible at splashing myself. I said 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to put 3 minutes on, and I'm going to start putting these gently into the water. Now, no blade cover peeler, no other bits and pieces, just the Thermomix rapidly boiling away here. Now, of course, with our open lid mode, we do not want to go over our maximum line on our bowl. I've got about 1.7 litres of water in there. So you just have to be mindful of that max line. This is great for gnocchi. I've done gnocchi a few times, but it's also the open lid mode is great for reducing sauces and making cooking pasta, anything you would do on your stovetop. The open lid mode, anything you do on your stovetop without a lid on. The open lid mode is amazing. If there's something you're wondering, oh, do you reckon I can do that, Lisa? Ask. I'd love to see and experiment. This is a bit of an experiment because when this recipe first came out, it was not made for the TM7. It's compatible, it's fine, but it was not made for. I'm just checking that water's still boiling. Yep. All right, I might do half of them at a go. So we're going to see when they rise to the surface, and we're going to use our slotted spoon. By the way, Mix Shop, how cool is this? Thermomix are actually making purpose-built accessories to go with the Thermomix. So this was designed with the Thermomix in mind. It actually slots in under the rim at the front. You can see it sitting up on its own. It's also this very similar shape to the bowl. Oh, you can't see that. I wonder if I can show you. Huh, I can't. Can I show you this way? There, can you see that? It's the same shape as the bowl. How cool is that? Great for poaching eggs, okay? That's what ours gets used on a very regular basis for. So next up I'll need some paper towels to put these on. And these smell absolutely divine. Now the recipe isn't, interestingly, rated overly great. And I actually probably would have shied away from making it. However, I'm not in charge of dinner tonight, so I didn't have to cook. And so with that in mind, if he's happy to experiment, and it was not designed to be a gluten-free recipe either. It's designed to be a gluten recipe with baker's flour, okay, or pasta flour, one of those high protein content ones that have the real doughy texture to it. And obviously you can see with these beautiful gnocchi, and we haven't used the fork. That's a little bit too extravagant for dinner time at our house. So that's pretty cool. Now we should expect soon, with 38 seconds to go. I'm just going to make sure they're not clagging at the bottom, which, whenever you change a recipe, there's a chance things could go wrong. And actually the other thing is I haven't checked what size the actual recipe calls for as far as these little gnocchi balls go. Oh, here we go. They are moving. Now on open lid mode, you might notice the blades do not move. That's why I'm doing a bit of movement in here to just check that they weren't stuck to the bottom. But yes, the other thing is I'm not sure what size they're actually supposed to be. So these could be a little larger than the original recipe calls for, or potentially a little, well, I don't think they're smaller considering my timer is just about to go off and we don't actually have any coming out yet. So I'll just press play so it gives us a bit of an indication on time. And I know I dropped some in at the 2 minute mark. I do know that as well. So I think between the combination of slowly adding and the combination of maybe a little oversized, we might take a little longer. Those of you with the TM7, have you played with your open lid mode? I would love to know, okay? Because I'd love to know if you're getting the fullness out of your Thermomix. There is so much the TM7 can do, and this is just the beginning. So I'd love to know if you've done anything with it and what you thought, and maybe if you've got a thought about, can I do this in it? I'd love to know that as well. That would be absolutely fascinating to have those conversations and, you know, for me to be challenged as to whether we can do things with the TM7 open lid mode. So I'm just waiting to see if any of these are going to rise. We are getting lighter. You can see they are. Oh, here we go. So, and okay, let's have a look at the ones that have risen. Just because they're telling me they're done because they're up, but also have a look at the sizing on them. They're quite small. So we are going to just have to let these, now it is still boiling. So as much as the water's gone cloudy from the sweet potato kind of food in there, but it is actually still boiling in there. And I'm not sure how well that camera is picking that up for you, but we still have movement in that water, which is good. And it's still 100 degrees of 100. So I'm just waiting for a few more to come up and we'll grab them out. So if you are making this recipe, maybe a little smaller. So it's a white sauce, a cheesy white sauce these get served with, and it is supposed to serve 6. However, I'm looking at this portion going, I reckon it's probably a good 4. I think, thankfully we have some chicken that we're going to have with dinner as well, because I think with 6, my kids would be feeling hungry still with the amount that they look like they might get each. So here we go. Some of them are starting to come up. I can see them halfway up. So what's that been? We've given them an extra 2 minutes. Let's see what they look like and feel like. I love that they're holding their form. They do feel like they need a whisker longer. To me, when I just squeeze that, but then there we go. Here's another prime example. It's only what, 1/2 centimeter thick and not like a nice little cube, and you can see it's cooked through. And you can see it's floating. So you can see which sizing we kind of need to be for the time frame recommended. But that's okay. Doesn't matter that we're taking longer. We'll just keep seeing which ones pop up and stay up. And we'll take those ones away and put them on the towel to dry. But there you go. That is how we use open lid mode on a TM7 for cooking gnocchi. It's as simple as putting it on and putting your food in and hopefully putting a timer so you don't forget as well how long they've been in for, or approximately how long they need to be in for as well. But I hope this has inspired you. If you do want to get your hands on a TM7 and you live in Australia, I would love to help you get one. Send me a message and I will give you a link so you can purchase yours. And then from that moment onwards, I will support you to get the very most out of your Thermomix investment, however that might look. So I will continue to fish these top ones off. My timer's gone off, so I'm up to 6 minutes, which is fine. But importantly, that time is just a timer. So you can see behind, I've got like 9 minutes left of open lid mode. By the way, if I'm done early, I will just turn the mode off. I'll just go pause and I'm done. Tip out the water, rinse it out, and I'm good to go another time, or use my pre-clean. Look at these ones floating now. All these ones coming ready. I love that. This smells amazing, by the way. Put this on your to-dos. And I'll do a little bit of if you ask me, I'll let you know what I think, because I am surprised at the rating on it. I was like, I wonder why. So I don't know whether that's going to be a taste thing or whether it's a texture thing. And mind you, I can't judge texture tonight, can I? Because it's gluten-free instead of glutinous. So anyway, if you give them a go, tell me what you think. And if you want to know what I think, maybe send me a message, because otherwise I'll forget that I put them up. Anyway, I'm going to do the last batch now. Take care. And before I go, send these videos to friends and family who have a Thermomix and they need to get more out of their Thermomix. They need to know that life can be so much easier with one on the bench, or more so as well if they've got a Thermomix already, that they're using it to its fullest potential, yeah? But otherwise, take care. And I'm going to see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.